Okay, so we've come up with a one-hit KO strat on the 7-star Sceptile. When I say we, I mean Link came up with a strategy that's absolutely perfect. It's amazing, and it's got a 90% chance of succeeding, so you'll do it 90% of the time. And the only reason is because the main move we're going to be using has 90% accuracy. So we're going to be using Crabominable as the main attacker with the Ice-type Terror and the Held Item Choice Band. Terror doesn't really matter because we won't be terroring because we'll only be attacking once. But the Choice Band, it increases your attack by 50%, but you can only use one move. Max EVs in attack and defense, the Adamant Nature, and max IVs and everything except special attack. And the Anger Point ability, the Pokemon is angered when it takes a critical hit and it maxes out our attack. We will be getting crit by our teammate, and then using this move, Ice Hammer, 100 power, 90 accuracy, amazing power, but 10% chance to miss. You'll hit most of the time. And even if you don't, you will get a second chance, so you've got 2 turns to hit, and most likely you will be hitting during those 2 turns. So that's going to be the attacking build, and all you'll need to do if you are using this build is you'll just need to wait until it's time for you to attack. The Meowscarada will use 4 moves, and then you'll attack, and then you'll use an attack cheer before that, and then you'll attack, and then you'll just one-shot it every time. It's amazing. Okay, and the Meowscarada is, the Terror doesn't really matter. I've held, like, it's got no held item. You don't even need a held item, so you can kind of put anything on it, really. Max EVs in HP and defense. You want a nature that's up in speed, down in attack, because we don't want Flower Trick doing like anything more than it needs to the Crabominable. And then max IVs in everything except for attack. The ability is going to be Protean, and this is because, so we'll use Charm first. This is the order we're going to be using the moves. You can do it in this order if you want to, if you find that it's using Breaking Swipe a ton on Crabominable, but you can just do it in any order really between them two. So Charm will turn us into a Fairy type, and if it uses Breaking Swipe first turn, then it will just not affect us, and it will be a wasted move. Second turn, we will be using Flower Trick. This will crit the Crabominable. We'll be using this on Crabominable, and that will get its attack to max. Then we'll be using Tail Whip on the Sceptile, and then Helping Hand to boost the power of our Crabominable's Ice Hammer. Very simple. As long as you put the moves in order, you can never get it wrong, really. Because you'll just use that, then you'll go down, use that, go down, use that, go down, use that. So we're going to do a couple of raids now to show you. I'm going to show you a raid where the worst case scenario happened, and then I'll show you the raid after that we did that was just like a normal raid, which will happen most of the time. So let's get straight into it. Okay, so we have Link as Crabominable, and then we are going as a Meowscarada. Let's begin. Okay, so Leaf Storm was going to hit us, but we avoided it, and we're going to use Charm. We will turn into a Fairy type Pokemon and also lower the Sceptile's attack by 2 stages. It tries using Breaking Swipe, but it doesn't affect us because we are a Fairy type. Now we're going to use a Flower Trick on the Crabominable. Don't do what I did and use this on Sceptile by accident a couple of times, because then you will have to restart. The Anger Point will activate and the Crabominable will go on a +6 attack. Then we're going to use Tail Whip on the Sceptile. It's probably just going to spam Dragon Dance for a little bit. It won't be able to take either of us out though. So there's the Tail Whip. That will lower the Sceptile's defense by 1 stage. That will give us the extra damage that we need. And then Crabominable is going to use an attack cheer, and then it will attack on the turn after it does the attack cheer. We will use Helping Hand, boost that damage. It'll use Ice Hammer and boom, and it'll take out the Sceptile in 1 shot pretty much. If it doesn't, it'll have the tiniest little bit of health left, as you can see right there, and 1 attack from now, and it's pretty much just all over. And in this raid, Crabominable had been, actually, his attack was lowered by 2 stages, so the Crabominable was actually only on +4, and it's still, like, pretty much one-hit kill him all the way from full health. Okay, he's going to nullify and remove and all that stuff. Even the AI could take him out at this point. Even I could take him out with a Flower Trick. Going to use Leaf Blade on us, that's fine. So now we're going to use Flower Trick. Do we take him out with a Flower Trick? Huh? Oh, it wasn't quite enough. But any Pokemon that attacks him will do right now. There we go, another Flower Trick, and that takes him out. Now, as you can see, that didn't go to plan, and we still destroyed the Sceptile in, like, most of his health went in 1 shot. If he doesn't just use a Breaking Swipe every single attack on the Crabominable, which shouldn't happen all the time, then you will get the 1 shot pretty easily enough. and 2 Spice Herba Mystica. Amazing. So just to make sure, just to show you that it wasn't a fluke, we're going to do it one more time. Hopefully he doesn't get put on +4 attack this time, and we can actually show you it just getting destroyed in the first attack. But I'm just going to wait for the code, and then we'll jump straight in. I'll see you when we're in the raid. Okay, here we are. Let's just ready up, and we'll get started. Okay, so Leaf Storm hits the Garganical this time. So we're going to use Charm, turn 1, like usual. And this will turn us into a fairy type again, and it will also lower the attack of the Sceptile by 2 stages. It doesn't attack us this time, it just uses Dragon Dance, and now it's attacking us with a Leaf Blade. We're going to use Flower Trick on the actual Crabominable to get its anger point to activate. Then we're going to use Tail Whip to lower the Sceptile's defense, and then we're going to use Helping Hand on the Crabominable, and then it's going to use Ice Hammer, and boom, it's one shot. This time we didn't get the worst case scenario, and we actually managed to one-shot it fully instead of it having the tiniest little bit of health left. But as you can see, it is very consistent, and we got 2 Herba Mystica again. That's amazing. But that's going to be the one-hit KO strat for the Sceptile, and Sceptile can be very annoying, so if you do have a duo or just like at least one other person that you can do this with, then this will be a very fast way to farm it. So you can farm so much Herba Mystica and XP while it's here. Again, big thanks to Link for coming up with this strat. Do appreciate it. Smash the like button if you have enjoyed this video. It does go a long way. Subscribe and turn on the notifications if you want more builds like this, more guides, more builds, and just builds in general. And I'll see you on the next one.